Hi, my name's Marlene Finnigan. This photograph is of Ryan Finnigan outside the street playing in the 80s. Now, they years you could put them out and they would play forever and just come in when they were hungry. We can't get away with that nowadays. The other thing about that is the Barge pub is across the road, as you see, which is now demolished. And I like the way the graffiti was there one day and away the next. Also, there's a Ford Fiesta sitting at the bottom of the street, a Mark 1. It belonged to John Maxwell, who stayed at number 1 Otterswick Place. Now, all the kids used to play in this street, and it was on a hill, and there's a blind spot at the back of this, and yet none of us looked out the window to see how the kids were. All the kids played together, went from one end of the street to the other end of the street and played with these dangerous toys, with go-karts, bikes, you name it, skateboards, and they used to go down the street because there wasn't that many cars in their days. Now you could never let your kid out with a bike in a main road like that. Obviously, in the days we didn't think of danger at any time. It just didn't enter your head, and it didn't enter the parents' head either. As I say, they only come in when they were hungry and bedtime. And that's all you seen them. They didn't come in for school to do homeworks and different things like that they do nowadays. It's just a whole different lifestyle, and we're only talking of the 80s here. A few centuries later, and the whole place it's all changed. With my grandkids I see now, they come in for school, they've got their homework, they change out their uniform, they do this, they do that, and they're very seldom are they outside playing with other kids. They could stay in the one street and not know the neighbour at the top of the street, whereas in the 80s we knew everybody, and even visitors that came up to see whatever neighbour it was, we knew them as their auntie, and that was their auntie, and everybody was everybody's auntie, and now they hardly know anybody. I don't know if that's a sad thing to say or a beneficial thing to say. It's obviously beneficial, I would imagine, even though I would say that Ryan, Robert and Scott had a great childhood, and I'm sure they would say the same, even though you didn't notice them that much. They had, when they were kids, they used to go out in the garden, and they had a big pool there, and that's where they get their bath and everything, and skipped them up the stair with their tea and toast, and that was them. Now it's all different. Anyway, as I say, I'm not one to judge if this is better or worse, and obviously in their days that was the best thing for them.